Folks, my name's Joe Biden. And I want to tell you, Barack, when your mother's maiden name is Finnegan, and you're going to Dublin, and you're appearing at the home of the Shamrocks, it kind of feels right. And you're one with a guy named Obama, it really works. Hey, folks. That's right. Around here, look, they tell me you draw this crowd for every football game you have. Is that right? Well, I want to let me begin by thanking a really close friend of mine for years. A guy who has been, and continues to be my hero. I was a 29-year-old kid when I got to the Senate, and one of the most exciting days, this is the truth, most exciting days for me, a senator who had been there for a couple years already, was getting to meet John Glenn when he became United States Senator. And I know you Ohioans know who he is, but let me tell you something. What was even better was getting to know and falling in love with Annie Glenn, one of the finest women I have ever met in my life. You know, John showed that in America at its best, you can do anything. You can go literally and figuratively as high as you want. But ladies and gentlemen, that bargain we've always had as Americans that defines our nation, which is that when you work hard, there are no limits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that bargain is being frayed today in the Bush-McCain era. That bargain is in question. It's not just the people on the assembly line who are in trouble. It's people all the way up the line economically are in trouble. My dad, who may be like a lot of your dads, fell on hard economic times, used to say, "Champ, when you get knocked down, get up. Get up as quickly as you can." But folks, I've never seen in all my time in Washington where so many people have been knocked down and our government has done so little to help them get back up. I could walk from here to Cleveland, and I wouldn't run into a single person, I suspect, who would tell me they thought the economy was strong, unless I ran into John McCain. Folks, John's my friend, but he doesn't see the economy the same way Barack and I do, or I suspect any of you do. Like President Bush, who said today, the economy is getting stronger. That's what he said in his Saturday address. John McCain just said a few weeks ago, and I want to quote him. He said, "In the Bush administration, we've made great progress on our economy." He says we're on the right track. Well, if John McCain thinks we're on the right track, that's not a train I want to be on. I honest to goodness don't think John gets it. Let me just explain. I know some of these things are really hard to believe, but this is what John McCain has said and done. John's proposed $200 billion in new tax cuts for corporate America. For just 9 individual corporations. $100 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, he does not call for a single solitary penny in tax breaks for 100 million American families. Ladies and gentlemen, at the same time, John wants to give, after the oil companies have made $600 billion in profit since 2000, he thinks they should have another $4 billion tax cut. And at the same time, not one single penny for renewable energy. No money for new ways in which to save our economy. Ladies and gentlemen, John McCain voted 19 times against raising the minimum wage for people who are struggling just to get to the very next day. Ladies and gentlemen, John wants to continue to spend $10 billion a month on the war in Iraq, while the Iraqis have an $80 billion surplus. Well, let me tell you something. This past year, John McCain voted with George Bush 95% of the time. So if you think George Bush deserves a third time, vote for John McCain. Look. Barack Obama gets it. Barack Obama gets it.